we're back on the corner. Well, I've been here for a while now. A Cone Barrister. We've got quite a little group over here. We've got kids playing in the sand. We're making noise. We are talking to anybody that will listen. We've got all these nice jail guys leaving the jail because it's shift change. And they're all getting stuck at the light. And the best part of this is this right here. Ready? Look. Wow. There's people not even stopping for the pedestrians. Kind of sad. But we've got lots of traffic. We've had lots of people honking, supporting us. Everybody that stopped, that's rolled down their window, we've had the chance to tell them a little bit about what's going on, which has been nice. These two lovely ladies who've been crossing the street over and over and over again to slow people down, so they're stuck here listening to us be loud a little bit longer.
Okay, that was it.
What was it?
Oh.
Just crossing the street. Gotta love it. So we've got another group over here. You can't really see it very well, but we've got chalk all over the sidewalk over here. It's really hard to bang on the bucket at the same time as I'm holding a camera. So I'm sorry guys, you're not gonna hear some bucket noise for a second. So we've got Robert's kids out here. We did get word Robert is over here. He can see the freeway. So we're all gonna start screaming here. Maybe if we're loud enough, he'll be able to hear us.
Yeah. Well, they're just really low.
I really would like to figure out how to jump up and like hang from the overpass long enough to chalk up there. But I'm not going to because I think that would be illegal and somebody might arrest me. So we've got a good group out here. We actually have some people that I have never seen at a protest before. So they've been following along online what's been going on. And they came out to say hi and talk and get to know us some more, which has been nice.
Some decent traffic for a Sunday night.
We do have decent traffic for a Sunday night. And I have to give it to Audrey. Crossing the street with her sign is probably the best and most effective slowdown of traffic I have seen in my life. Yeah, I have that on
video. Do you have the film?
Oh, good. Yeah. So I forgot my, we've got lots of people giving us thumbs up, lots of people honking and waving. I don't know if they actually know what's going on, but we've got signs that say political prisoners. We've got lots of signs about what is going on with Robert being in jail. I am going to link a video below in the comments, and oh, it's just great. They're stuck. So Garth released a video earlier about one of Robert's other charges, and that was for
180 days.
that was for honking his horn, and that was for Baby Cyrus. So he was honking for Baby Cyrus, and he got a ticket for honking his horn or excessive horn use or something. And they actually just this last week dropped the charges on that. So him being loud has been effective in the past. They did honk enough and gain enough traction and community support with what was going on with Baby Cyrus that they actually did end up letting him go back to his family. So Robert's been standing on, I don't even know how many different times he's stood for everybody else. So we're just out here tonight standing for Robert, trying to bring awareness to what's going on in Idaho's corrupt court system and the corrupt jail system. So his first night in there, he was stuck in what's called a cold cell. And in the cold cell, they basically strip you of your clothes, they turn up the AC, and they don't give you a blanket. And this is happening right here in Boise, Idaho. And it's not acceptable. Like, it's beyond insane the way that they're able to treat people, and it's okay just because they're prisoners. It's not okay. They're still humans, and you still have to treat them with some respect.
Love it. I love that game.
Have you heard of Robert Jones? So when they were coming out of work, when they were going into work, I was yelling at them to tell Robert hi for me, so maybe somebody will say hi to him tomorrow. And Melanie will let us know, of course, if that happens. They're so dedicated. I absolutely love it. They've been walking back and forth, I think, for probably about 30 minutes now. Susan, do you want to say anything?
Right now.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
I mean, I think my sign says it for me. Robert has stood for people's rights repeatedly. I think we all know that Robert has shown up at CPS for years, and he's stood for people in a variety of ways. And there are those in our government who have violated our rights and sought to violate our rights repeatedly. Those people need to be on trial. I'm not going to name names today, but you can probably name some.
So, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the data is actually coming out from 2020 and 2021 that there were specifically 11 states that had excess deaths. And
Excess deaths, you're talking about over the normal number of deaths for a year.
yes. So when they were counting the excess deaths, there was specifically 11 hotspots, basically, where COVID didn't cross state lines. So if you look at the mayors that they had in those, or not mayors, governors that they had in each of those states, they all had similar plans, right?
Similar plans?
Plans, right? Like the shoving of people into nursing homes and the way that they dealt with the COVID lockdown. And so I think what's happening right now is we're rapidly approaching a time where they're not going to be able to deny any longer how this is murder. What happened to these people was murder, and people like Robert that have been standing up since the beginning are going to go down in the books as heroes, because he actually affected, like, you guys all affected change in Boise, which I believe affected change in the entire state of Idaho. I mean, we protested all across the state, and we effectively stopped some of these ridiculous measures that they were trying to put in over COVID and mask mandates and different policies that would have, I mean, I still don't agree with what's going on in the nursing homes right now in Idaho, but it's not nearly as bad as it was in some of these other states.
It's not, none of it's as bad as it would have been if Central District Health, CDH in Boise, had passed that order in December of 2020.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine where we would be at today if in 2020 it had become illegal to have more than 10 people at your house?
I know. For Christmas, in
Like-
your home, you couldn't go to church.
Right.
That was part of the original order that they were trying to pass in December.
kids?
Well, household people
outside
was
of your
okay.
family. I
But
think
like
it was
if you
outside
were
of your
if you were to have
family.
outside people from your family over, then you were facing criminal charges.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Right.
Well-
Well, so what I think we're finding out now is how unjustified the masks and the lockdowns and all of it were.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I am going to go off here again because I need to bang a bucket some more. And I can't do both at the same time. 'Cause-
Bang a bucket, Jennifer.
I'm gonna bang a bucket.
Bang a bucket. Let me know if you need lessons.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got more people back. Maybe somebody else should hold the camera.
I'll beat the bucket.
Do you want to beat the bucket? All right. You want the stick?
Good. How are you?
Sure.
So I think we've had about 30 people total come and go tonight, which is amazing. And then we have Audrey. Audrey, you are freaking amazing. Okay, so it's been better when there were actually people trying to turn right here and they had to wait for the people crossing the street, because then we all had the opportunity to be a little bit louder, and they had no choice but to sit there in their cars and listen to us bang on drums and yell "Free Robert." So we've got chalk. If you're just coming on, we've got Home Depot buckets and chalk. And my voice, I've been pretty loud.
Hey, before
I think
we leave, we gotta
I
be
think I was
sorry.
louder than Robert. Oh look, a cop. Let Robert go! The Nazis were just doing their jobs too. So I think my favorite saying is the Nazis were just doing their job too, because throughout the course of this, Robert has been, and you got to look at some of Garth's videos, because Garth actually has video of them letting him go when he had a warrant. I believe, I need to go back and watch the video, but they mentioned that he had warrants in this video, and he got a ticket for honking his horn, which they actually just dropped. But
Okay, so Robert Jones was convicted of disturbing the peace for a 10-minute bucket banging protest during 2020 regarding the lockdowns and mandates. And so he's spending 6 months in jail here, and the first night in they tortured him.
Oh, that's
With cold.
Oh, they put him in the pill box?
They put him
Yeah.
in the
Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
hey, Garth,
Oh yeah, these people are evil.
I did not get a
Second, I'm
chance
gonna start.
to watch your video earlier. Did they arrest him when they said he had warrants? I started watching it and then I got distracted.
Which one?
The one that you released about him honking horns.
Oh,
Did they arrest him that day when they said he had warrants? Okay, so that kind of goes back to my statement. So I've been yelling at the cops today that the Nazis were just doing their job too, because it's a total,
yeah,
it's like the same parallel.
yeah.
And there's multiple examples throughout the last 2 years when our people have had warrants out for their arrest, and the officers chose not to do anything about it.
Right.
And we gotta remember that there are some good ones in there, and they are choosing to look the other way. And we need more peer pressure on the rest of them to do the same thing, because they're the ones that are keeping him in there.
Who is?
The officers.
Yeah. Okay.
So my point is that I've been yelling at the officers that the Nazis were just doing their jobs too.
Yeah.
And
well,
my
Yes.
point there is because, Garth released a video today where he got pulled over, and I'm talking about specifically Robert. Robert got pulled over during some of the Baby Cyrus stuff when they were honking around the hospital. He got pulled over and ticketed for honking his horn. And he had warrants out for his arrest at that point, and the officers chose not to arrest him at that time.
I hear
So
you.
that's my point,
You
is
tell
that
us.
like
That's the
you have
interposition
to.
of the lesser magistrate.
Yeah.
That's what that's called.
Yeah.
Good couple of good books on that will give you a great foundation about that is the historical significance. I mean, the Magburg Confession is both written by Matt Truella. The Magburg Confession, and then the other one is the interposition of the lesser magistrate.
Okay.
Matt Truella, I forget his website. Just type that in.
Okay.
Interposition of the lesser magistrate. Awesome book.
DefyTyrants.com.
Yeah, there you go. Defy Tyrants.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
How you doing there, guys? See you, brother.
So we have a question to there's somebody else asking. So what's the status? I mean, you got time served for the offense that you were.
Do you want to talk about this, Garth? No?
I've done all my time, so
You've done all your time?
I'm on probation. That's it.
Okay.
Should I?
That's what they did.
Well, I never signed probation, but he said
They forced it. That's right.
he said I'm on probation,
2 years or something.
and they specifically threatened me that if I publish any court records,
That's right.
he would impose the full prison jail sentence, which would be 1.5 years that he could do. But I've been publishing court records ever since.
Yeah, empty threat, man. Right on. He cannot keep you from doing
This
that.
is a classic example of people not enforcing what they said they were going to do,
Yeah,
which
right?
is perfect.
He might be waiting for the right time.
Yes.
Yep. But it's public information. You're
TCA
just.
office, I would pay them all the money to get the audio recording, and then I would publish it on my YouTube channel. And then when I show up record again, he started censoring me on that. You published this record when you do not have permission because Judge Hippler made an order saying you're not allowed to broadcast this information. And I'm just.
It's public record. Had nothing to do with it, pal.
Yeah.
Wow, just threatening me.
Yeah. And
These
so,
tyrants in Black Road.
They're very unrepentant and very serious. And just like, no, you guys are wrong. I'm not wrong. So the judge was like,
How you holding up,
the
hon?
judge was like,
Good. I really think that Home Depot needs to step it up and just give us some buckets. Right? Because we're just advertising for them. So if anybody's got a connection at Home Depot, we prefer these orange ones right here. They're super simple and they're bright. We've only broken one so far that I know of.
it was super interesting. I think everybody should do it.
We do need to get a group picture.
No, I tried to think everybody should do it. Fine. Except for I had this one evil guard and like, we should get it right now. Nasty piece of work.
All right, I think I'm going to get off here and we're going to take a
And
selfie
another girl who I talked
and
to.
bang some more buckets and go home. And I will update you tomorrow after Melanie talks to Robert. I haven't had a chance to talk with her tonight. I'm sure they've talked today. I think she did do a quick little live update on her Facebook. I love listening to Audrey. She's not going to have a voice tomorrow, but
It's so bad.
just a reminder, guys, this could be any one of us in there, all for banging on a bucket. So tune in tomorrow, check the other live. We were live earlier tonight at the beginning. There's just a couple of us here. I think we've had a total of about 30 tonight, which is awesome. This is going to be super encouraging to Robert to hear on the inside. And I'll catch up with you later.